Welcome to SEDX. This is an interesting day, November the 30th, the day that the United Arab Emirates is beginning its hosting of the 28th Conference of the Parties to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change in Dubai. And COP28 has set a target of 43% reduction in carbon emissions by the year 2030. Reminds me of the Extinction Rebellion, who set even a similar or a more ambitious target for this decade several years ago. And when they did, people had said that they were being unrealistic. And yet, as it's turned out, last year was the hottest year on record in the world. And the voices of the Extinction Rebellion were only listened to on the streets in their mass protests. And now the world stage in Dubai is putting forth an idea which was put forward by Extinction Rebellion several years ago and not acted upon. I suppose we could say, thank goodness for some progress in the rhetoric, and we're yet to see whether that is converted into action. The people speaking in Dubai are mainly from governments, and people there flying their jets from different parts of the world with their entourage and speaking and listening to each other. But on the ground, where are the voices of you and me being listened to? Well, my friends, SEDX.org invites you to share your concerns, your solutions, and your visions with the world. And on this platform, through whichever means they're broadcast, whether it be on YouTube or Vimeo, you will be able to record your message. Generally speaking, somewhere in the order of 10 to 20 minutes, which can include slides, which can be projected. The only requirement is that the background that you see above my head is part of your recording. That will identify the recording as being part of the SEDX.org network. And quite clearly, as you can see, the SED stands for Sustainability, Environment, and Development. SEDX is a project of sedtalks.com. With sedtalks.com, it's more a case of someone like me or someone else in the sedtalks.com organization setting up an interview with a selected expert on these topics. It's like in Whole Life Times, which is at wholelifetimes.org. In that e-magazine, which is free to subscribe to, we have a section called Leaders in Sustainability. And those interviews are transcribed into articles in Whole Life Times. Not every interview will become an article, and the articles published are often shorter than the interviews. So some of those interviews will be located also on sedtalks.com. So that's generally the range of possibilities. And if you want to be part of this, just send a message to admin@SEDX.org, and we'll respond to you and send you out the agreement, which you can send back to us with your recording. We can send you the image above. As to the background, well, in my case, on Zoom, I've chosen blue curtains. But you're welcome to choose whatever background you wish. It could be a video background, or it could be a live video background, showing perhaps, as they often do on TV news programs, a scene from a city outside the window of the recording studio of the news broadcaster. Or it could be some scene of some sustainability project or environmental organization. So that's it for today. And I look forward to seeing your contribution, which you'll be instructed on how to send it. It's generally done through Dropbox because the video recordings tend to be a few megabytes, and Dropbox can handle that. We live in a very stressful, challenging, dangerous, potentially dangerous to more people as the climate crisis deepens. That is a possibility. And it's also an incredible time of transition from an old and dying paradigm to a new emerging paradigm, from a technical, mechanistic, egocentric paradigm of the industrial era to a more sustainable, more integrated, more holistic, ecocentric paradigm, one of interdependence and respect for the planet and all the creatures on it, and learning to live together in harmony and peace on this beautiful planet, which we are committed to, or we should be committed to, making more beautiful than it currently is. This planet is a precious gem in our solar system, but also in the Milky Way, which is one of millions of galaxies. And we have a responsibility to preserve and enhance the life and consciousness of this planet. And clearly, that journey which Brian Swim calls the journey of cosmogenesis, is still in train. We're still on that journey, and we haven't achieved our potential. And that means that there are much greater things coming ahead. And we are in the process of realizing and transitioning to a much brighter, a much more positive, creative, and intelligent future. Some call it the eco-civilizational era, where civilizations become ecological civilizations. And we become also a planetary ecological civilization. So let's hear what you have to say about that, and working together, let's see what we can achieve through this alternative media, which I'm happy to help you find your voice and let it be shared. Thank you for listening.